Yay Media Group.
Hello, everybody. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. And you know what? We are still neighbors. You know what? I mean, we were trying to move, but honey, I mean, you know, they say, you can't move because you got to pay your HOA. So what that means, you got to pay your HOA. That means, honey, you can't move until your HOA is paid. That's your homeowners association fees, and mine is very expensive. So I guess I got to pay my HOA. So that means we're still going to be neighbors. But anyway, child, listen, we just need to go ahead and get with this, honey. Have y'all heard, I know, unless you're living under a rock, honey, I know y'all done heard what's going on with P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Daddy Love, Puffy, and all those other damn names and monikers he been possessing, honey. If you haven't heard what's going on with him, I'm about to tell you. Baby, he's put in jail, first of all, honey. They say, oh, you got to go to jail, Puffy. Because you remember when he went through this stuff with Cassie, you know, how Cassie sued him. First of all, and people talking about Cassie, oh, honey, she just sued him for money. She just wants his money and all that and that. But guess what, baby, honey? It wasn't just the money because, honey, like maybe a couple of months later, baby, there goes a tape. Bam. It was a tape showing Cassie, honey, being beaten. She was brutally beaten. I mean, Puffy, Sean, Daddy Love, and all those other damn people he is, honey, he was kicking poor Cassie like a dog, honey. She was trying to get away from him, honey, just trying to run down the hall. And he was just kicking her, and he dragged her by her beautiful long hair, honey, and brought her back to the room. And God knows what happened, honey, when they was in that room. But this is what people say. Now, let me go before I get to the main tea, honey. People saying that, well, we didn't know the whole story. Well, what damn more we need to know? We just saw her on the tape. Well, they said, well, first of all, she was going through his phone. Now, they're saying that she was going through his phone, honey, and he was in the shower, and she was going through his phone, seeing about all the other women that he was screwing. So they say, honey, when he got out the shower, he saw that Cassie went through his phone. So they said that's why he grabbed that towel, honey, and threw it around his waist and ran down the hallway to catch Cassie. Well, he caught her, and like I said earlier, he just drug her back in the room, honey, and he mercilessly beat her, honey. He was beating her on the way down to the damn room and what happened. Let's just say this, honey. It don't goddamn matter, honey, if she was going through your phone or not. Why would you beat a person? Why would a man beat on a woman like that knowing that he got much more strength than she does, for number one, because she was going through your damn phone? Women go through phones all day. Hell, I go through phones. Now, if it's something that I need to find, honey, I'm going through your phone, honey, because one thing I would not be made is a fool. So, I guess Miss Cassie would be made a fool, and she done gave all her god doggone good years of her life to Diddy. So she went through the phone, allegedly. Well, fast forward, honey. Now, all that happened. We started taping all this. So, baby, after that point, baby, they started investigating Mr. Diddy, boo. Yes, they did, honey. They started investigating him. So, baby, they raided his beautiful Beverly Hills mansion and his Miami mansion to see, honey, we need to find out what's going on with him, honey. Because, you know, they were saying, child, that he was doing all kind of stuff, baby. He was getting little children in, honey, to the house, having kids mailed in and all this other stuff. Well, honey, come to find out, baby, they found some tapes, boo. They found some tapes in the mansions. And, honey, those tapes might not be good because guess what? Diddy was arrested the other day, honey. He was put on a $50 million bill. And they said, guess what? We ain't going to let you use your $50 million. We putting your ass in jail. So they put him in jail. Well, honey, the sisters, honey, all over the world are talking because I got a couple of friends that live in Beverly Hills and some that live in Miami. And they were saying some of the stuff that they found in Diddy's mansion was just, you wouldn't believe it, but I believe it. One of the things that just stood out in my mind was the lube, honey. They said they found over 1,000 vials, that's vials of lube, honey, in his house and baby, or allegedly. Now, what is that lube for? Because usually when there's lube around, honey, I mean, there's something tight that needs to be gotten into. And people were wondering, honey, especially, honey, with some of the guys that allegedly was being part of this, what was that lube for, Diddy? What was that baby all for? People are, should I say, inquiring minds want to know. They want to know. And it's very interesting because, honey, I'm like, if the girls said they couldn't hardly find lube, honey, all over the cities and stuff, that means, honey, and Puffy that didn't order all the lube, baby, the sisters couldn't find no lube, honey, for their protection or for what they needed it for. If Diddy had it all at his house, But nevertheless, honey, he's in jail. And, you know, we just going to see, honey, how this all turned out. Because some say he may be charged with 15 to life. And that's the feds, honey. So it's a sad situation, honey. I heard they asked Cassie for comment, and she said she's not commenting right now. She's still spending her $100 million allegedly that she received from him, from that beating. But people are wondering, honey, who are on those tapes? Because, you know, they say he used to get those parties called Freak of the Week or some freak parties. And all the celebrities you go to the freak party, baby, when they get all those little 12-year-old girls from overseas, honey, and export them in, honey. They want to know, honey, which men was going to those parties, honey. And some people saying some major stars, honey, who got major celebrity wives that may have been attending those galas. So I don't know. But I do know Kevin Lyles, honey, he was a very good friend of Diddy, honey. He's a big music mogul. He resigned. Yes, he resigned the same day that all this came out. Now, did he resign to become an informant, or did he resign because, baby, maybe he could have been part of those tapes? I don't know what the resignation was for, but I could assure you that it's going to come out, baby. Because like the old folks used to say when I was growing up, honey, wherever there's a little smoke, there's some fire. So that means, baby, it's coming out. Yes, it is, honey. And, honey, we just got to stay tuned because we just... I mean, Diddy have made big, major people, as well as scammed a lot of people, took all their damn money. You know, he just gave back a lot of people their residuals. You took their damn residuals when it was at the top of the damn peak. Now you gave it back to them, damn it. That's like saying, and then this might not be a great analogy, but here, this is what I'm going to analogize it to. That's like taking a man, honey, when he was at the peak of his life, girl, when he was fertile and just doing it up, honey, and he was screwing every damn thing that was walking. Now that he's gotten old and the bastard could barely get an erection, now he want to be in your face. That's my analogy. Those people were up at their point, at their highest with their music residuals. Now they ain't got shit, they ain't getting enough of the dime. Now Puffy want to get back to him. So that's my analogy. Sorry. I mean, that's the only way I could put it. So we gonna see, honey, because, you know, like they say, baby, as the world turns, honey, as the world turns. So we're going to see how the world going to turn. And we're going to see if it's going to turn with P. Diddy / Puffy. So, all right, y'all. So much for Puffy and Diddy and Baby Love and all that other stuff. And, and one of his sons was arrested, too, if I'm not mistaken. The one that looked just like him. Yeah, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Sean. They got... Quincy, it ain't Quincy, but it's the other one. But anywho, y'all, moving on. Cardinal B, or should I say Cardi B, honey, gave birth to her third baby, child. Yes, baby, Miss Cardi B then got another baby, honey. This time she got a baby girl, another little baby girl. So she's excited about it. It's still reported that her and Offset are still not getting together. They're supposed to be still divorcing. So, you know, that's a sad situation, honey. I feel so bad, honey, for Cardi B, honey. Girl, I saw this video recently of her, child, and it's just, she got a nice shape, baby. The last body is good and built that body down, honey. But I said, it goes to show you what we got to realize, though, and women, I want y'all to hear this, too. It doesn't matter how beautiful, how fine, how sexy you are, honey. If a man don't want you, girl, he don't want you, honey, and he want the next one, honey. And, you know, sometimes men like women that's, you know, less high maintenance. And I'm sure Cardi B is high maintenance. She got unlimited coins just like her husband does, but I guess he just got tired of it. They said to every fine, sexy man, honey, woman at least, there's a man around the corner saying how much he hate her. It's sad, so we got to pray. Oh, we got to pray. Oh, talking about Diddy. He got bribery, racketeering, sex trafficking, all kind of stuff. That's when he was supposed to get them little girls, honey, from over the water or whatever, honey. He was sex trafficking. I don't think there might have been some boys up in there too, child. Who knows, honey? But nevertheless, it's a sad situation, honey. Could you imagine Diddy in jail? I know they're going to put him in jail where, you know, the good people at, you know, they ain't going to put him in jail, you know, where all the rough riders, but they're going to probably put it with all the good people. But, baby, he going to have to give it up, honey, turn it loose. They going to get him, honey. And, you know, and all kind of stuff is coming back, you know, people trying to say he had something to do with, with Puffy, not Puffy, what's his damn name? Big Papa. they say he may have had something to do with that murder. Some people say even maybe with Tupac. So, honey, it's just, it's a sad situation, though, but, it is what it is, honey. So we just gotta pray, honey. We just have to pray, you know. And it's just sad, though. And I just, like I said, I just feel, because like people are talking about, what about his kids? Well, hopefully he put enough money aside for them, honey. He should have put it in the trust, enough money aside for them so that when they grow up, honey, what they could have. Because if he didn't, baby, could you imagine those kids, honey, going to school, honey, or going to try to work at Jack in the Box, like one of these local fast food restaurants? They're not going to hire them because they hired them and they dealt with them now because they're Diddy's kids. And, people tolerated Diddy for the most part because people didn't really like him that much. But now, honey, when your daddy goes to the pen, baby, they don't care about you. They don't care nothing about you, honey. That's how it goes, honey. People love you, honey, while they can, or they tolerate you. But they ain't gonna be tolerating you no more, boo. And that's sad, honey. And those poor twins, Lala and Delilah, honey. That's sad. Their poor mother is deceased, honey, And it's just, it's a very sad situation. So we just gotta pray, honey, and hopefully that, all is well. Those kids' grandmother is in good enough shape to take care of them, honey, or whatever. They just have to take care of themselves because the twins' mother, poor Kim Porter, she's no longer with us. And like I said, people was trying to say Diddy may have had something to do with that. But, honey, he was really, he was an MF, baby. He was definitely an MF, honey. And, like they say, honey, all dogs get a day and some get two. So we just hope and pray that that Diddy, honey, is just, poor thing, honey. It's just a sad situation. And but we just hope more people gonna come out now and talk about it. Like one of those girls from Danity came, she came out talking, but nobody spoke up for well, she did say that she saw Cassie, Diddy beat up Cassie right in her face. But nobody said nothing. It's amazing how a person could have so much power where people are afraid to say anything about them or do anything. I don't like that. It's just, it's not a good situation. It's not a good look. But right now, like I said, we're going to follow the case, honey, and, prayerfully that, justice, that's his son name. Then that's justice. But hopefully justice prevails, y'all. We just hope it prevails because there's a lot of innocent people that's broken, saddened by what, happened. Honey, just think whoever all that lube was for, could you imagine the pain they probably went through? I mean, it's just, I don't know. And they say Diddy did some nasty things, honey. They say he used to just masturbate, honey, in front of people and like it was nothing. Just dirty. Oh. Could you imagine? I mean, it's sad. And his people and his lawyers and all the people talking about he ain't got nothing to hide. Well, he was out there in the goddamn front, up in the public, honey, just doing all what he needed to do, honey. I mean, what more could you ask for? But anyway, I need to move on, honey, because the more I talk about this, the more painful it gets to me. Oh, Lord. And now they say, oh, and another thing too was sad too. I don't know if we. I guess we could talk about it. The old folks used to say that death comes in threes, y'all. And I know y'all saddened by the three that we lost. We lost Frankie Beverly, we lost Tito Jackson, and we lost James Earl Jones, y'all. And not in that particular order. I think who came first? James Earl came first. Then Frankie Beverly and Tito. And it's a very sad situation. The greats are leaving us, but even though, we all are getting older, every day you wake up, honey, you're getting older. So, and, death is inevitable. It's going to happen. But it's sad when it does happen, especially to people that you love. Now, it's amazing, how I spoke about it, how, Miss Catherine, that's Tito and Michael's mama, Miss Catherine Jackson, she is still living. She's outlived two of her sons. And people trying to say it's a Jackson curse. How you gonna say death is a damn curse? The people died. Now Michael died, because of situations. Tito died allegedly because of a heart attack. You know, it's a sad, very sad thing, but, you know, we just going to keep all those parties lifted up in prayer. Because definitely, honey, prayer is definitely the key. So we definitely, you know, have to keep all parties lifted up in prayer, you know. So it is what it is. And like I say, we just have to pray. And we're, you know, there's nothing nobody could do about it. So, you know, it happened and it's sad. I loved all three of them, honey. I loved James Earl Jones, honey, when he played in the movie Claudine. Oh, that was one of my best movies of all time. People was naming all James Earl movies, talking about Star Wars and all that. To hell with all that, honey. Claudine, baby. If y'all haven't seen Claudine, Google Claudine and y'all need to see the movie. It was with James Earl Jones and Diane Carroll. That was one of the best movies, baby. It was back in the day when Claudine, honey, she played a welfare mother, baby. And you know, back in the day, honey, when welfare was out, honey, if a woman had a man, baby, she better hide him and she better not let nobody see what that man gave her because they would cut her welfare. Well, James Earl was dating, honey, Miss Claudine, honey. And, honey, she had those 4 or 5 kids, honey. And, baby, when he came over, she had to hide him because, baby, the welfare woman came through, honey, and checked to make sure, honey, she didn't have no man in the house. And, of course, she did. And at one point, they found James Earl in the closet. But anyway, it was a good movie. It made me cry because the soundtrack of that movie was just so good. Gladys Knight did the soundtrack. Oh, that was the best movie of all time. I remember seeing that movie as a child. And I not too long saw it. And every time I see that movie, it brings tears to my eyes. It's such a good movie. And like now I'm getting choked up. Oh, But anyway, it is a good movie. And, you know, of course, I loved Tito Jackson, you know, from the Jacksons. We loved him as well, too. And Frankie Beverly. Honey, Frankie Beverly made the best music. I was introduced to Frankie Beverly from, you know, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, a nice big city. But anyway, we had a club called Speakeasy. And, baby, they used to play all of Frankie Beverly music. And the people used to swing out, honey. That's a dance, you know, if you don't know what swing out is, it's a man and a woman dancing together, they swing out. Shit, I don't know how to explain it to you. But two-stepping. But anyway, the music, it just took me away. And right now, when I hear any, honey, of Frankie Beverly music, honey, it just makes me, it just brings back memories of growing up. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Got all choked up. Ooh. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for stopping by and have a great day. And you know, you can click me up and find me. Oh, Gary with a tear. If you like it, if you don't like it, click it too, then I don't care. But anyway, I want y'all to have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we'll do this again soon. Feliz Navidad, cha la la, ha ha ha.